Hi, I'm Mike Leahy, and in this video I want to give you a very quick tour of the new Chess Openings Wizard. The professional version just came out, and that's the one I'll be using right now, but you can also do everything I'm doing in this demonstration in the much less expensive Express version of Chess Openings Wizard. First thing I'll do is double click on the icon to start the program. And when the program comes up, it recommends watching the web videos like this one. I put a lot of information in the web videos and I hope you enjoy them. For right now, I'll just click OK. And when your copy of Chess Openings Wizard comes up, it may have a number of open ebooks. I didn't leave any open the last time I was in the program, so no ebooks are listed under open ebooks. The first thing I want to do is create a new repertoire. I want to start designing, possibly from scratch, my repertoire for white. So I'll click on Create a New Ebook. And I'll call this new ebook My White Repertoire. Let me move that up there so you can see what I'm doing. And I'll click on Save. And now I've got a new ebook called My Repertoire. Let me move that up too so you can also see what's going on. I'll shift parts of the screen. There we go. Let's see, move that down a little bit so you can see more of the diagram. And we're good to go. Here's the comments section. Here's where the list of candidate moves will be. We'll see what that means in just a minute. And here are the moves that have already been played. Let's scoot that up a little bit. So, I want to be able to play e4 like Bobby Fischer, and I want to be prepared for anything black can try. The very first thing I want to be prepared for is e6, the French. Now where will I get information on this? What I can do is open one of the sample ebooks. So I'll go File, Open Ebook, and I will open up the opening guide, the sample ebook that comes with Chess Openings Wizard. In it, it has recommendations for just about every opening there is. It is a very complete opening guide. It only has a few thousand positions in it. If I want to know how many, I could select Help, About this ebook, and it tells me that there are 4,464 positions in this ebook. That's enough for me to start with. I'll click OK, and I want to know what this book says about e4, and then we'll scroll down to e6 for the French, and what it says. It says generally white plays d4. So I'll come back to my ebook and put in d4. Come back to this ebook over here, click on it. What happens after d4? Well, black can play d5 and c5, and I want to be ready for both of those possibilities because I have had players play c5 on me before, although most French players will play d5. So I'll come back to my ebook and I'll put in d5, and now I want to back up and put in c5. This is the VCR button that allows me to back up. I back up one ply and I put in c5. Now I'll back up again to this position, and you can see that the program is automatically making a list of all the moves that it's ever seen in this particular position. Let's assume we're going to study d5 first. I'll go over here, go back to my opening guide and say, okay, after d5, what do you have for me? He's going to have information after knight c3 and knight d2 and e5, and let's put in knight c3 first. So I go back and put in knight c3, back up, and I'll put in knight d2. Now actually I won't put in knight d2. Since this is my repertoire, I'm only going to play knight c3. How about that? But if I were interested in that, like what is knight d2 called anyway? I can click on knight d2. It's called the trash variation. Okay, fine. I'll back up and I'll play knight c3. And what do I have to be prepared for if I play knight c3? Well, I have to be prepared for the win hour, the classical systems, the exchange. I better start putting those in. Bishop e4, knight f6, d takes e4. So first, of course, if I play knight c3, I've got to be prepared for bishop b4 and play the win hour. Back up, and what if he plays the classical system? I need to be prepared for that. And what, of course, he plays the exchange. I don't usually have French players play that very often, but it does happen. So now you can see what I'm doing. I'm building a repertoire using information from an opening guide. And I can also put in information, obviously, from books or PGN files, game files, information I find on the net, whatever I like. But this is the basics of creating a repertoire from scratch with a little help from an opening guide. And I hope you enjoyed the video.